In today's video, we are reacting to N3on realizes he can't outrun his past.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my homeboys the other day, and we were literally talking about N3on and the fact that, like, low key, out of everybody besides I Shall Speak, N3on has had some of the worst PR starting off, but he low key made a pretty big recovery, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, you know? I think he made a pretty big recovery in his PR, but clearly, you know what I'm saying, some people still don't rock with him, you know, they're not really trying to hear none of that, they don't really care, you know? But with that being said, let's go to get to this video and figure out as to why this whole interaction started.
I can't take it.
You okay?
I was like talking to a GTA character.
Yo, what happened?
You're taking the 1 mil from you, bro. I don't know. I'm slamming the you, bro. You're taking the what? 1 mil from you, bro. The 1 mil from me? No, he might be 2 mil. After the boxing, he might be 2 mil.
You gonna fight him?
Bro, he went on the podcast, said he wants to box. You talking on that shit? Brother, you're the one that went on the podcast and said right now. I can't.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. Out of every non-black person in the streaming world that gets a nigga pass, bro, I feel like Ray definitely, like, he earned, like, his nigga pass, bro. Like, I feel like Ray can say nigga and, like, you know what I mean? He's put in a lot more pain than, like, convicted and stuff like that. Plus, again, he was being cool with black people since the very beginning. You know? So, in my opinion, if Ray was to ever pop out a nigga, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, bro. Let's box right now. You just said you don't want to do it. You say you don't want to do it. You say, I don't want to do it later. Right now, we're here. What? Say later, I say, right now, they're on the wall. Brother, what are you talking about? On the wall. Right now. That's on the wall. Let's get some right now. Nah, free hands, hold.
But I think he's for real, but I don't think he's for real because, I mean, he's on Twitch, and I'm pretty sure you can't fight on Twitch, otherwise that's a ban. But, hey, this was off cameras, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, Ray might actually say he might be about that life for real. I want to say I heard somebody say something about him being in the military for like a week or something. I don't know, like, but then again, it is N3on we're talking about. Like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no real reason to be scared of N3on, bro. Like, at all, people. Like, come on, we're not serious.
Streaming has become more clicked up than ever. People have built solid relationships and friendships, decided to faction off with one another in order to make their content. And for the most part, those things are built on real relationships, like genuine, authentic relationships. So when somebody tries to infiltrate like N3on did this past weekend at the Mr. Beast games, you're definitely not gonna fit in. All those years of ignorance and racism trying to boost your career, all those years of being a lame, all those years of antagonizing people are finally catching up to him. And now this community is saying,
It's like at the point that content creation is in now, bro, it's really hard. Like, to the point where you kind of almost got to do some wild shit, bro. Like, I was talking to my friends about this again. Like, it's to a point with content creation, bro, that, like, I feel like you kind of have to just forget PR. You know what I mean? Like, you have to just forget PR, kind of say damn near whatever you gotta say to just get popping. And then once you're lit, bro, then that's when because it's a lot easier, in my opinion, to blow up with crazy PR and then go in and fix it, you know, than it is to try to, like, Duke Dennis your way to the top. And what I mean by Duke Dennising your way to the top is, like, you just trying to be this too cool for school, this nigga that can't laugh, joke, none of this or whatever. Like, even Marlon at the very beginning, that nigga was saying some wild shit. That nigga's talking about some. He would clap somebody regardless of what the age was. Like, he was out here saying some wild shit. But it's also to the point that it's just so much going on with other people that, yes, people might be on your ass for about 1 day, 2 days, 3 at most. But by that 4th day, bro, somebody else is gonna do something else that's gonna be so big that nobody's really gonna even really give a fuck about what you specifically did, you know? It's like the 80-20 rule. If 80% of the time you're a cool ass nigga, you know, 20% of the time you might be able to get away with, like, some horrible PR moments if you're good 80%. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, it's a dilemma, bro. Because being cool and, you know what I'm saying, trying to get the way to the top in that route, I don't know. I can't think of somebody who came in and has had perfect PR from the time they started till now. Everybody that's came up from, I would say, 2020. From 2020 and up, I can't think of one person who came up that had genuinely perfect PR. Everybody has had something, whether they made a gay joke, whether they made a racist joke, whether they said the N-word and they weren't black. Everybody's done something, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to almost like build controversy around yourself and blow your name up to a certain extent. And each time somebody does something, the only way you're gonna blow is if you do something on top what that other person just did, and then it just keeps building and building and building and building and building over itself, you know?
Saying, hey, N3on, we don't want you. If you're new to this and you want to be true to this, please make sure you hit that join button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for this channel. Every subscription you add to the total subscription count keeps N3on off of the Twitch platform and out of mainstream eye just a little bit longer. Now, back into the video. Mr. Beast did another one of his classic master big videos where he invited a bunch of people with well-known faces to this platform and decided to do one of his, I don't know, escape the circle for $1 million. Y'all know how Mr. Beast get down. This time he decided,
man, they should have put my nigga T Banks in this, man. What the fuck? Mr. Beast. You don't fuck with black people or something, bro? My nigga T Banks should have been there, bro.
to have a bunch of different streamers pull up on them and, you know, make great content. Great experience as a whole for a lot of different people. They were able to get their streams off, create good content, meet a bunch of people. I saw IShowSpeed on a Pokimane stream, which is something that I never thought I would see. And for the most part, a lot of people had a great time.
Y'all remember when Pokimane said nigga, hold on, let me pull that clip up. Well, actually, let's see if y'all know where this audio is from.
Let's take one if you have to. All right. I want 2 though, 3. Bam.
Comment below. If you comment below what audio that is, I'll send you like $10. Pokimane thing N-word. Wait.
Maybe, nigga, you ain't funny. That's not true. Maybe you're just boring as fuck and lame as hell. Nigga, you ain't funny.
He said it almost in like a ratchet black girl kind of way. I ain't gonna lie, based off the way she said it, bro. Pokimane has definitely been hit by like 1 or 2 black guys in her life. She done took a couple BBCs before, you know.
Except for one sore loser, N3on. You see, N3on doesn't have too many friends in this room. Notably, these are streamers from Twitch, not Kick, the platform that he most notably got his fame from, where all his buddies are. And because he still has that stench on him, people are avoiding him like the plague. So what does N3on do? He leans into what he's known to do, the beef. When he approaches other streamer Asian boy Ray, who has very close connections with Kai Cenat, it actually turns very ugly very fast.
That shit was water. How you doing, brother? I'm good, bro. What's up, bro? Good, bro?
I ain't gonna lie. At first, you said he walked up on him with his pants around his neck. You said if you're black, you know this is like the typical like, yo, I'm about to pull up and I'm about to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's every black person's like starter move. They pull their pants up right before they, you know what I'm saying, get to throwing them hoes. So.
Huh? Good, bro. I know what you gotta do. You gotta take it right back, bro. No bad blood, bro. Rakai, how you doing, G?
You already said.
You know what's crazy, bro? I can get us millions of dollars to box, bro. Stop looking. You're not like that, bro. Stop looking at me like that, bro.
Now, as a real street nigga, I know exactly what's going on right now. Ray saying, yo, say what's the word is a temperature check. And although this is AAVE at its finest, it's actually impressive that Ray is picking up on these social things with his limited amount of time being spent in America.
Bro, because he's hanging around his niggas. Like, bro, like, nigga, you throw me in Brazil, give me about like 6 months, nigga, I know everything I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hanging around niggas all day, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Because like, from my understanding, it's not even like Ray be hanging out around with people his ethnicity in America. It's like it's all he hang around is just black people, mostly Rakai.
It's kind of amazing. You see, Ray doesn't rock with N3on. And this dates back to some drama that happened between N3on and Kai Cenat, one of Ray's good friends. N3on had made some disgusting, and I mean utterly disgusting, and racist remarks about
When Charlotte made president about Kai Cenat's mother, holy fuck. This is what I mean though about saying like PR statements, bro. Like, I guarantee you, N3on as a kid, he had no idea he was gonna blow up and stuff like this. There's no way when he said this comment, he thought this was just gonna go into a video. You know how kind of like how people meme about how they'll make a TikTok video or whatever, and they'll be like, yeah, the one video that I didn't care nothing about is the one that got so many views. This is that. This is probably what N3on was thinking. He's like, yo, I'm gonna just say Kai Cenat in it, but like, nobody's gonna see this, right? 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 Wrong. You know, it's like how when they be pulling up old like celebrity tweets or whatever of them like saying like crazy things. Like the recent one I could think of is Dylan Brooks. Well, they was like, oh, Dylan Brooks hates LeBron, this, and that. But like, if you go back on old Dylan Brooks tweets, you quickly realize that he was one of the LeBron's biggest glazers, this, and that. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't, like he said, like the title said, bro, you cannot outrun your past.
Kai Cenat's mother. And based off of hearing that, I think anybody in Kai Cenat's camp would be ready to slide for Kai Cenat, side with Kai Cenat, or whatever the case may be, and not voluntarily shake hands or rock with anybody who says stuff like that about somebody's mom.
N3on done talked about Mama Cenat before, bro.
So I want to
some serious shit, bro.
So I want to beat the shit out of him. Maybe.
And they had a few interactions IRL before this specific incident at the Mr. Beast games. And for what it's worth, they aren't all positive. Trolls are being trolls, still thinking that shit is sweet. At the Brown Wrist boxing event, Aiden Ross asked N3on about fighting Ray.
N3on, you should fight Ray.
I would love to.
You would actually fight Ray.
Bro, I would.
Much better.
You would fight Ray.
Wallahi, I'll do it. And I would get less money than him and still do it. I want to fuck him up so bad.
I'll tell you what,
He talk shit about me for no reason.
I can get you.
N3on. We know you're not fucking. Come on, we are. I don't even bet, but I would bet on this. I would bet my entire life, my entire net worth on Ray beating dog shit up. Let's be.
You and Ray a big bag, but I mean, I know you're down, but is Ray down? I don't know.
Yeah, he said he wants $1 million.
And Ray's response was, we can get it popping.
N3on want to fight? I don't worry about you. Yo, I don't worry about you. The fuck? I don't worry about you. Bro, I gotta get a fuck about that fuck.
Now, for what it's worth, when N3on was going,
Wait, did he say nigga right there?
Bro, I gotta get a fuck about that fuck.
now for what
I mean, like I said, like Ray can say it, bro.
it's worth, when N3on was going on his grift for saying that he is a changed man, he had apologized to Kai Cenat, to Mama Cenat via the internet, saying that, you know, he was young, it was a couple years ago, blasity blasity.
Chat, I know you guys want me to see red and do certain dumb shit, but in this situation, I am in the wrong. I think he's talking about when I talked about his mom, and I was a little...
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at that point, he can apologize now because he has a name. People care about the response, this, and that, or whatever. But I understand N3on to a certain extent because there was no other way truly for him to get popping without saying these ridiculous things because genuinely speaking, nobody would give a fuck about this nigga. Like, there's so many cool niggas that have morals, quote unquote, that wouldn't say nothing like this. That they never pop, they put their pride to the side. This nigga N3on, he knew deep down, like, yo, if I don't say the most out of pocket shit I can think of, bro, like, this social media thing isn't gonna work out for me. But I still think it's fucked up. You shouldn't get on here and talk about a nigga's mom. But, you know, I still see where N3on was kind of coming from, but like this was just a horrible way to go about it.
Dumb kid at the time, and I apologize. I take full accountability, bro. Everyone call me a bitch. You can say whatever you want. I take full accountability for that. That is 100% my fault. I brought up your mom when I shouldn't, and I felt threatened because I was insecure. I was insecure at the time, and I'm taking accountability, bro, and I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry for what I said, bro. I do not mean that. I did not mean it. I wanted to say it face to face. I didn't want to say it on the internet because the internet doesn't really matter, and you know, it's all bullshit.
But I do have a couple of things to say behind that. One, people can see through the grift. N3on's apologizing to get into good graces based on, you know, dollars and cents as opposed to being truly apologetic. Two, that does not mean that I have to accept your apology. And three, and most importantly, just because you apologize and just because I accept your apology, if I even accept your apology, does not mean that you can then reap the benefits of everything that I have going on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, how I move in my life, bro. People in my life, except one nigga, bro, but it's a little bit different. But everybody in my life, you get like one straw. You get like one chance to really fuck me over, bro. Right? And even if I forgive you, bro, you can't forget what a nigga said. Like, cause what you said, you're still gonna remember that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Me now, bro, nigga, if I'm done with a nigga, I'll just block you, move on my life, bro. It's not even that deep. I don't like I won't care for you at that point. But even if you like say we ran across each other in public and got to apologize to him, like I'll hear you out and I might even accept your apology, but we'll never be as cool as we would have been had you not have done whatever you did, you know?
Whether it be from me directly or with my crew or with the people around you. Which brings us back to the Mr. Beast Games incident. The full clip between Ray and N3on highlight the tension that is in the room greater than this just small segment.
You know what's crazy, bro? I can get us millions of dollars to box, bro. Stop looking. You're not like that, bro. Stop looking at me like that, bro.
I don't, bro.
You're not like that, bro.
I'm not
We're both not like that.
Nah, bro, I know, man. You got this ass shit, bro.
Huh?
You got big ass stomach and shit, bro.
Big ass stomach.
You got big ass nipple too. What?
How the fuck do you? I do have big nipples, but like I said, bro, I can get us M's to box, bro. M's. In your pocket, in my pocket. I knock you out. We call it a day.
I'll box you for free right here. What? Let's run the ones. What? Run the ones.
You got gloves?
Nah, run the ones. Bare hand, come on.
Bare hand.
What's the word?
Ashley, bro, I can get us a bag.
Okay.
Would you be down?
Yeah. Nah, I want to bug you a bag. I'll buy it for free.
Okay, so let's do it for free. Let's set it up. No, real shit. Give me a time, date, get us a gym. If you don't want to stream, we don't gotta stream it. Just do it. 2 gloves, friendly, spar.
Friendly? Nah, ain't no friendly.
No, that's what you gotta say.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like this nigga, bro. I ain't like even then, bro. This nigga Ray, I feel like the reason that made him pop is because he just be saying he says what other niggas' intrusive thoughts are. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is when he's just gonna just say it, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna say what we, the viewer, are already thinking, you know? Versus everybody else, they might not say the shit. And even look, you see, you even got Rakai in the back is on some like, nigga, you know it's serious when you got Rakai shocked at all people.
Legally. That's what you gotta say legally.
I wanna see somebody die over there.
Okay, then you're dying.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, bro. You down to make it happen?
Nah, hell no. Nah, I'm ready for you right here, right now. What?
Brother,
I'm not gonna.
Are you retarded? You just said no.
I'm retarded.
You just said no. You just said I'm just kidding.
I don't want to box you. You mad pussy.
I can't take him serious, bro. It's like talking to a GTA character.
It becomes abundantly clear after watching those clips that the community just doesn't rock with N3on. Him awkwardly trying to force this conversation and confrontation with Ray is pretty much the epitome of his entire career. He's trying to awkwardly force himself into places and spaces that he doesn't belong in. He'll continue.
Right, but it's like, again, you know what I'm saying? It's like the alternative to this O'Shea. Oh, Musi, my fault. My fault. The alternative to this is just being fucking nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, like, would niggas rather N3on? Here's how I view it, right? Again, I'm not agreeing with this, but the difference between me and a lot of these niggas, bro, just growing up, just even having parents argue, I can sit here and I can understand both sides of a point being made. So my point being is, you either have the option of working a job, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, people liking you or whatever, but you live a regular life where nobody gives a fuck about you, everybody hates you, blah blah blah. Or if I'm gonna get hated anyway, I'm gonna at least get a bag from the shit. You know what I'm saying? Again, we still hate you, you know what I'm saying? You still a whole ass nigga, by all means. But at the end of the day, listen, look, my YouTube channel, I'm on here talking shit about you, bro. And on this channel, I have 200 subscribers. My last, I want to say 10 videos have a big combined 0 views, you know? Because I'm trying to keep my PR safe. Versus N3on said, man, fuck that. Whatever I gotta say, whatever I gotta do, just give me the money. And it's like, when you look at it from that perspective, it then becomes a little bit more like, you may not agree with it, but it's a little bit more understandable. Like, I can get it, you know what I'm saying? I can see why he would do it, you know? And again, like, now that he has the money, he has all the favor, whatever, he's trying to, in my opinion, go back and kind of fix, you know what I'm saying, all the shit that went wrong for him. Because in my personal opinion, I don't feel like he genuinely was meaning the shit he was saying. Even from him, the whole faking his death shit, he was doing whatever he had to do. So, you know what I'm saying, pop, and in a weird way, you can almost respect it. Like, you like really were like determined to make this happen. Like, you were on some like, yo, no matter what, like how people be like, yo, what's your plan B if your plan A doesn't work out? N3on's mind was like, it was either this or literally die. It was literally either I'm gonna be a famous content creator, liked or disliked, or I'm just gonna die. You know, and like I said, at that for that, if you look at it from the perspective of doing what it took, you can respect him for it. But again, he did go about this horribly wrong, and of course, you have to deal with the repercussions of the actions you did. But you know what I mean? It's like
continuously embarrass himself or say the most outlandish things to keep him there, ultimately being the punching bag for some of these people. But for the rest of these people in the big 2026, they're tired of it.
How much is on your wrist right now, bro?
300,000.
Holy shit, I gotta go. I don't belong here.
Yeah, but it's a woman's watch. You wouldn't want this.
Well, I have a bitch wrist. Yeah.
Oh, because you're a bitch. That makes sense.
What the fuck? Have you ever watched any of my streams before?
Yeah, I watched the one you did with Iggy Azalea.
Oh,
Yeah.
you like that one?
Honestly,
fat ass thick ass is it? Iggy. Can I get a clap? You know what I'm saying? I remember the first girl I ever had a crush on, bro. Right, it's crazy to put in perspective how old Iggy Azalea is. I'm 23. Her song "Fancy," I remember my crush in 5th grade performed that song at a talent. I've been graduated for like 6 years now. No, I graduated in 21. So it's like 5 years. Yeah, badass. She still look good though.
I'd never seen Iggy in real life, so I was just like, what's she like normally? And I was curious.
So it was mid. It was above mid.
I would say it was above mid.
Okay, and that's why I'm here.
By now, I probably have a bunch of neon shooters in my comment section saying, Omar, you're an AMP glazer. Omar, you're a Kai Cenat glazer. Omar, you don't even care about this. You suck. Your content's trash. This, that, and the third. Blase, blase, blah. This, that, and the fourth. But honestly, I don't care. I don't sympathize for a guy who was doing all of this when he was younger.
Wait, can you go open that door over there?
Why?
Cause I'm your master and I told you to. What's good, you dreadheaded monster? How you doing?
And then going on a platform like the Breakfast Club to atone for his sins, only to then play in everybody's faces by turning around and being with the same exact guys who enable and honestly promote the same behavior that he was just atoning for. It's so sad because the dude still can't understand that he is the one that is causing his own career to be sabotaged. He can't understand that he should probably take any sort of responsibility. He's still blaming his old PR person and Kai Cenat and the Breakfast Club for losing $7 million in brand deals.
My old people, I'm not throwing shots or anything, but costed me $7 million.
Why?
Because I went on the Breakfast Club. Because the Breakfast Club came out.
And made you seem like a racist?
And 2 days later, they canceled my contract. It was the worst day of my life. I cried.
That's not how PR works. That's not.
Damn, 7 M's? Oh, like. Damn, I would have cried too over 7 million. Well, that's crazy though to think like. Again, in a weird way, had N3on never said what he did, bro. I mean, had N3on never like did what he did, bro, he wouldn't even have been in a position to even be getting offered that kind of. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Again, I don't agree with the actions. I still think that like that's bad, but I can see where he's coming from. Because again, like I said, with content creators coming up nowadays, bro. They're having to do the craziest of crazy shits just to get people to stop clicking, you know what I'm saying? Care about them. This is not 2014, 2015, 2016 where you can just come on and just click up, make a quick little calm video and people love and fuck with you. No, nowadays people want to see the crazy shit, bro. And especially with how short everybody's attention span is nowadays, bro, you're gonna have to do something like overly the top to get people to like really like, oh my god, did this nigga really just do blah blah blah? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that even the files just got calmly blown over. Now we're talking about the World War shit. Like, and bro, mind you, a couple years ago, these files was just like the biggest thing to talk about, and the fact that we kind of just scooted right by that shit is absurd.
How you rebuilding your brand works. And honestly, for a lot of people, you continuing to play this victim card about situations that happened in the past that you can't take full accountability for and just work to do better makes people lose any sort of sympathy or empathy for you. We've seen people with bad PR or bad images, as the kids keep saying, clean it up and totally shift their game. IShowSpeed is somebody who was on the same, if not worse, trajectory as N3on, and look at him now.
Bro, yeah, bro. That's the main inspiration for my whole PR talk. Was I'm like low key, bro, to a certain extent, bro, you could like cook your PR and still be fine. Because this nigga right here, bro, I don't know how he fixed his shit. Like his PR team, them niggas need a round of applause, bro. Like he must have LeBron level PR team, bro. Like, because his trajectory was so bad, but it's like what he was saying was so wild that you kind of had to stop and listen to what he said. You know what I'm saying? Which again, he's the perfect example of what I mean by saying PR dangerous things in the beginning, and then once you have the numbers, once you have the money, once you have a name, then it's much easier, in my opinion, to go in and fix your bad PR than it is to try to just only have good PR. Because like I said earlier in the video, no matter where you look, any content creator, if you look at their history long enough, they're gonna have a bad PR moment, and typically those bad PR moments are in the beginning of their careers when genuinely they have nothing to lose. Like even with N3on, right? When he was saying all the crazy shit he was saying, at the time he had nothing to lose. He's already a fucking loser. He's already lame. Nobody already respects this nigga in real life. So if I come on this internet and I just say the most outlandish shit, what do I really have to lose? I'm already at the bottom. Like, it can't get any worse for me. It literally can't. So at that point, I'm just gonna say whatever I want to say. You know what I'm saying? It can only go up from here.
Started as one of the biggest streamers in the world, biggest content creators in the world. And for the most part, people have either totally forgiven or totally forgotten about all of the stuff that he's done in the past. And even if somebody were to bring it up, they would say that he's clearly changed. He's put good work in, good content, and et cetera, et cetera. And there's not even a hint or an ounce of that sort of content that he made in the past still going on today. But for N3on, that's just not the case. Even when N3on is apologetic, it comes off as phony. When he goes through these stints of dapping up creators and asking for the unblocks and all these other things, people can see right through the phoniness in all these events and attempts.
You know what though? He wanted to get stole. So I would have failed. Ray, shout out Ray. When he asked him how his day was, I realized he wanted to get stole. He wanted to paint Ray to be that bull so he can go behind his cam and say, I don't know what's wrong with the guy. It's like, nigga, you gaslit him into stealing you. He want the clip. He wanted. Shout out. Yeah, he want to sue niggas, and that's what he want. Now I'm staying here. How was your day, Ray? But that's why I would have slapped the shit out of him instead. And it's easier to say. I probably would have stolen him already, but slapping him is the better John. He final boss clip former. He is. Tell me how your day. Shout out Ray though for keeping his composure, cause I'd have slapped the shit out of him.
And I totally agree with Rod. I don't know if it's foreshadowing, which we'll get into, but N3on is not this guy that he comes off to be in this camera or streamer type of event or environment. You can tell based off of the awkward conversations that he has with people. He's not confrontational for real. He actually has a little bit of avoidance to him. That's why his hand.
Oh, nigga, yes. Any rude nigga could sense that. Which again, that's why I said earlier, in his real life, N3on is a fucking loser. This nigga is a dweeb. This is the nigga that you don't remember having a class with. When niggas talk about niggas was getting stuffed in lockers and trash cans, N3on is the nigga they're talking about. So again, like, from my perspective, if I'm N3on, right, in my head, I'm already a fucking loser. People already don't fuck with me. People already think I'm this lame ass nigga. So like, if I just come up here and I just say the most outlandish, outrageous shit, like, what's the worst that can happen? I lose my friends? Nigga, I already have nobody. Nobody fucks with me anyway. So I might as well come over here and say this crazy shit and get these clicks.
Handshakes are weak. That's why the eye contact is minimal. I'm trying to get it off. But you don't have to listen to me. Jason the Ween also backs these claims that I'm making.
I gotta wait a minute because you said that. Nah, I gotta wait a minute since now you said. I can't lie, N3on be acting up for the cameras though, bro. Like, he does. Because off camera, N3on just be, he just is quiet, bro. It is some fake demon activity.
I feel like all these niggas are. Jason is. I feel like the only nigga who I think it might actually be about what he's on camera is Ray. Rakai, maybe I could see him just being a badass kid, period. You know what I'm saying? But Jason, no. Marlon, no. Lacey, no. Tyson, no. A lot of these niggas, bro, at the end of the day, right? The reason you click this video is so to be entertained. So therefore, my job as the content creator is to entertain you. Meaning, in my real life, generally speaking, if you are in my friend circle and you just walk by me, you would think I'm just the most quietest nigga, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm just this quiet, nonchalant, mysterious nigga. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't know that I have all this amped up energy, whatever, this or that, right? But when you turn the camera on, you have to activate a switch and you have to be more alive, because if you're boring, nobody's gonna fucking watch that shit. People are gonna just turn away and go watch another nigga who's more entertaining. So them getting on Neon's ass about faking for the cameras, all these niggas fake for the cameras. Every last one of them. They're all putting on a performance to entertain you, the audience, at the end of the fucking day. Because that's what you click the video for, to be entertained. So no, I don't agree with this point that this nigga's just made. That's a horrible point.
Really I can't lie.
After N3on gets away from all these guys, he goes back to doing what he normally does. Similar to the Breakfast Club situation, he gets into these confrontations that he ultimately invites himself to, puts himself in the face of people that he doesn't like or would not like him because of stuff that he started or said, and then goes back behind closed doors and then starts some sort of beef or plays the victim card. I think it's a mod in Jason the Ween's community, Woj, said this: I just don't get why N3on goes to events and just goes up to creators he knows he started problems with and acts like he's not farming clips and he's a changed man. Then his clip pages, he pays, posts them with titles to make the...
Another thing too, N3on knows that people hate him. So, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like N3on also knows that hate gets pushed way more than love. So he is going to go out his way to farm these clips, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Even bad publicity is better than no publicity. You know what I'm saying? So he knows if he's not being talked about, nobody cares about him. They only care because he sits here and rage baits people and does this, and that, or whatever, right? But again, the alternative is he just becomes a fucking nobody and he gets no money, none of that. So he kind of almost boxed himself in this, and he almost boxed himself in a way to where, like, he just has to kind of farm these clips or whatever, because otherwise nobody would give a fuck about N3on. Like, I personally never tune into a N3on stream. I don't really care for the nigga, you know. But there's people who do sit there and watch a N3on stream, just like there's people who watch a Clavicula stream, you know? And so he knows if he doesn't farm these moments or whatever, he's not getting... Nobody's offering him N3on just normally just $7 million. You know what I mean? So, but with him farming it, these companies see, oh, he's getting all this engagement. People are interacting with it when they see N3on's face, whatever. Cool, let's slap him with a brand deal. And then we know that if we slap this brand deal on N3on, it's gonna get seen by millions of people, etc., etc. So
other streamer look bad, then he wonders why people still have issues with him. Since the Twitch community doesn't rock with N3on, he decided to do what most people couldn't have predicted, especially because he was a changed man and he was trying to get away from all of these nasty and bad ways. N3on makes this huge announcement saying that he's gonna move it back to Kick.
Going back to my home, the people that really helped me out when I was nothing, gave me money when I was nothing, believed in me when I was nothing, I am going back to Kick. All right, we're going back, making a return on the green platty, okay, full time. I am going back to Kick, no ads, high production events funded by Kick, events, big things. I've had a lot of long conversations, and I've talked about this for months and months and months with Eddie, with everyone at Kick, whatever it is, and until I felt 100% comfortable, I was never gonna pull the trigger, ever. Because I'm not gonna sacrifice my community, I'm not gonna sacrifice anything for anything, money, whatever it is.
Now, I don't know if N3on must have forgotten, but the reason why he even moved to Twitch streaming is because that was supposed to be the final nail in the coffin of him saying that, yo, I am going to go ahead and move away from all of my past, all of these bad habits that I had, these bad associations that I had, etc., etc. I no longer need the dice money. I no longer need to be the edgelord. I am going to be a good guy. Why? Because I've had a change of heart. And a lot of us saw right through that situation, but I think this right here is the final nail in the coffin that says that, you know, you weren't really in it for a real change. You were in it for, you know, the bag. You thought that there was going to be a bigger bag for you on the opposite side of the spectrum. And for whatever reason, you can't put your finger as to why you haven't been able to tap into that bigger bag. You blame anything and everything but yourself and call it politics or whatever.
You know, he's probably the only one to really say anything. I saw a lot of people, even people that fuck with me, they're like saying shit about, I don't know. It's all right. I saw someone said I'm gonna get jumped. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. You don't get, the fuck? I'm not getting jumped, brother, okay? But yeah, I saw someone I've actually fucked with made a tweet too and said something. I don't care, dude. All right, at the end of the day, and that's why I make the decisions I make now, because guess what, bro? This is a whole politics game. Streaming is politics. It's all politics. There's cliques, there's sides, there's all this. That's why I stay in my own lane and do my own shit, and I'm so fucking happy here, and I'm not gonna switch it up, bro. Y'all want me to, like, yeah, if a streamer fucks with me, let's collab, let's do it. I have no problem with that, but if I'm not dealing with the fake stuff, I'm good. And I know y'all saw a screenshot of me by myself. I'll scroll to it in a sec, I'll explain it, bro. I'm very introverted, man. I stay to myself.
And if I see weird energy from anyone, you know, bro, I'm just doing my job, brother.
To claim that streaming is all politics, fake, clicked up X, Y, and Z, when you also participate in said system, is the most stupidest, I want to be a victim mentality I've ever seen in my life. And this is why N3on can't win. He'll always be funneling money to these clip pages, always be paying for these big collab streams, always be reliant on Daddy Aiden to, you know, boost his ego and boost who he is. The reality is that I don't have any sympathy for N3on. This isn't a woe is me video, but I think more a cautionary tale for those that come after N3on. You can't rise to the top off the backs of, you know, insulting people, saying racist or ignorant things, being socially awkward, not going outside, being a weirdo, all these other things, and then expecting these moments like this to be invited with open and welcome arms. You can't.
I mean, but at the same time, though, Muzi, you're not gonna get to the top either by being this too cool for school ass nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why Kai Cenat is a bigger streamer than Duke Dennis. You know what I'm saying? Even though personally, I was watching Duke Dennis, I thought Duke Dennis was quote unquote cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Being cool is only gonna get you so far. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, if you want to get to the top, bro, you're gonna have to get out your body. You're gonna have to do things. You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? And at that point, it just becomes a choice. You know what I'm saying? You got the red pill, you got the blue pill. Which one are you gonna take? You know, some people say no. I have to have my self respect. You know, I'm fine with having less numbers if that means I'm more respected. And some people just say, "Fuck it, man. I'll do whatever it takes just give me the fame, status, money, etc., etc." You know, and it's like, again, all these streamers, bro. Every last one of them has had bad PR, crazy things. They've done sus things. You know, like they all have done bad. I don't know, but N3on does get the most hate for it. Again, like you shouldn't be coming at people's moms. You should. I don't know. I don't know. Nobody respects N3on. Nobody cares about him. You know, they only care when he's rage baiting or starting controversies. Nobody has ever been like, "Yo, is N3on's mental health okay? Is N3on? How did N3on eat it?" Nobody thinks whatever. You know. But yeah, but with that being said, man, y'all let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you disagree, let me know. Also, don't just dislike the video. Nigga, actually give me a legitimate reason as to why you disagree with what I'm saying. And yeah, until next time, I catch y'all boys later, man.